In this video, we'll be making chorizo sausage hot dogs topped with chili con carne. We'll be using the meats from the meat club. We have a black Angus minced beef. We also have Spanish pork chorizo sausages. Both these meats are from Australia. A few of our other ingredients are chopped tomatoes. We'll also be using a red capsicum. We need to have some form of beans. We'll be using our black-eyed peas. We also have some chipotle, a white onion, and 2 cloves of garlic. A few other items that we're going to put inside. We have some oregano. We have a single bay leaf, and also some spices. So we're going to use smoked paprika powder, as well as cumin and chili powder. So as you can see, we've done a bit of prep. We have cut this into small dice, even smaller pieces for our onions. For our garlic, we just want to have it minced up. This is about 1 good teaspoon of oregano, and we also have about 500 grams of chicken stock. So we're heating up the pan first. We're going to start with our meat. We're going to stir fry the meat and brown it. Once it is brown, then we will add in our vegetables. We're going to add in our meat stock. So break it up once it goes into the pot. So you want to be able to cook it until it's almost totally cooked through. Make sure you are on a high heat so that your meat can brown. The browning will give you better color, better flavor. We're also going to add in some salt so that the seasoning can flavor your meat. We'll also put some pepper at the same time. You can see that there's quite a lot of liquid, so what you want to do is the high heat will help to evaporate all the liquid, then only your meat will start to become brown. So at this point we don't have much liquid left, almost nothing at all at the bottom. So the meat is ready. I'm going to take it out and put it into another bowl. With the empty pot, we will then cook our vegetables and then reintroduce the meat back in. So you don't have to get everything out. You want to put more oil next. Nice thick layer at the bottom. And then we're going to add our onions. We're going to keep aside just a little bit to add in towards the end so that we have some nice crunch. It's just about a quarter left over here. Now we're going to add in our chopped capsicum. We're going to let it cook until it starts to get most of the water out. It will brown just a little bit. From there we will add in our garlic. Most of the vegetables now have lost a lot of water. If you find that the bottom looks a bit dry, you should add a little bit of oil. There should be a light glaze on your vegetables. Next thing that's going in is our garlic. And minced garlic. Make sure your heat is not too high from now on because the garlic will burn. When your garlic is very nice and fragrant, and make sure you don't have any burnt spots at the bottom. We're going to add in our spices now, so we'll start with our bay leaf, our oregano, our mixture of spices, our chipotle, and I'm also going to add in our black-eyed peas as well. Okay, finally we're going to add in our minced beef. Stir it all up. Once it's fully mixed, then we shall add in our tomatoes. If you prefer something with more sauce, you can always add more tomatoes, but also take note that we are going to add some chicken stock as well. That will help give us some moisture. So don't go too heavy on the tomatoes. So we have a lot of liquid here from the tomato. We want to dry that up a little bit. Once it's a little bit more dry, if you have a look at the bottom, you do not see much liquid. Then you will add your chicken stock. So this is probably going to take about 2 more minutes in mine. As you can see, there is still some liquid that starts to seep out. So let's now add in our chicken stock. Be careful not to add too much of salt into your chili con carne yet, because your chicken stock may contain some sodium, depending whether you made it at home or you purchase one from the supermarket. So let it simmer, and then at the end, once it's reduced a little bit, you can add more salt if it requires any more salt. So at this stage, you can see the liquid has evaporated. It's very nice thing. You don't cook it until it's completely dry. You still want some moisture inside. So something like this is perfect. Just make sure you check the beans and make sure that the beans are fully cooked. A little bit of a bite is fine. So I've got my pan preheated. Just going to add a little bit of oil. And then we're going to place our sausages in. Make sure your heat is not too high. We're going to cook it slow so that the heat can penetrate right into the sausage. You don't want to end up with a fully cooked exterior but the center still raw. So after about a minute, you can see that the underside starts to brown quite well. Okay, that's when you should start to flip the sausages. So you just want to get this even browning on all the surfaces of your sausage. Alternatively, you could also put it in the oven at 170 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes. As the sausages are cooking, we're going to toast our bread to be ready in 2 minutes. Okay, so we have our chili here, which is completed. We also have our sausages, which are nice and brown. So next we'll put our chili. We just need about 2 tablespoons. Don't put too much, if not it will be very difficult to eat. And finally we will add our raw onions just for some crunch. A little bit of greens to complete the meal. And some cherry tomatoes as well. And there you have it, your chili con carne chorizo hot dog.